Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hang on. Is my audio all right?
All right, sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Cobra Kai fans of all, we got some exciting, unexpected stuff this morning. Early this morning, I was sleeping. I woke up to this lovely news about these new Cobra Kai teaser, these new Cobra Kai images for season 6, part 3. So, as always, we got to jump on live. We got to break it down. We got to talk about it. I thought it was a really good teaser. It's just a date announcement. Shouldn't expect much. I thought it was going to be during Christmas on the NFL games on Netflix. But I like that it's on its own day because I know I'd be watching the games. I don't want to have to watch the games and talk about this trailer, especially because my team, the Ravens, are playing tomorrow. But yeah, I really like this teaser. Didn't show much. I would like the images a little bit more. But yeah, let's talk about this. What's up, Ahmed? Evan, what's font? I don't know what font. What font you talking about, Evan boy? All right, I think you're gonna say what's up. Anyway, let's talk about this teaser. Let me know what you guys think about this teaser. Let me know all your theories in this chat. We'll talk about it. So it starts out with just, pretty much a recap of the past 40 years. We start out with the Daniel Miyagi from Karate Kid Part 2. And then, of course, the famous crane kick from the end of Karate Kid 1. And John's first season stuff. Johnny, Daniel, and Cobra Kai. Which is quite the, interesting scene they picked, We're not going to talk about any of the leaks in this stream. We're not going to talk about any of the leaks at all. But I'm pretty sure they're implying that Cobra Kai is going to be the main dojo of this part.
Sorry about that. Don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. Anyway, it's interesting that they chose the Daniel in Karate Kid 3 in Cobra Kai. Just saying. Then here we go. You see Sam, Miguel in Cobra Kai, Robbie sees 1, Cobra Kai again, Eli winning. Nice little recap. I don't know why that keeps happening. All right. That camera's not fucking working for whatever reason. Sorry about that. So we'll just use this a little more shitty camera, but it still does the job. Can you all hear me still? Sorry about that. I don't know why this always happens when I stream. Have you been leaked? I've been leaked a little bit. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's a little bit unfortunate, but there's still so much we haven't seen, and I think we all predicted a lot of the stuff that's been leaked anyway. So I'm not really that upset about it, but yeah, we won't talk about the leaks. But I'll talk about my theories that might be similar to the leaks. But I really like how they opened this. It's all on the snake skin. That was very clever. And then here's our first new shot of season 6, part 3. We see Eli and Moon and Dimitri, and I'm pretty sure. All right, so we all know the inside the dojo or whatever it's called, like pretty much confirmed that that the Seikai Taikai will be continuing in the Valley, which not quite sure how they're going to do that. I think it's going to have to do with Terry Silver one way or another, but I don't know. I'm going to need a good reason for why it even continues at all. I mean, the kid just died like internationally on TV and we're continuing the tournament, whatever. I'm sure they'll have an explanation. I don't know if it'll be great or not, but tournament continues in the Valley. And this seems to be at the tournament in the Valley. We see Eli, Moon, and Dimitri in normal clothes, not tournament clothes. I'm so glad Eli has gone back to the blue hair. And I'm glad we're seeing Moon. Like, we haven't really seen Moon this season at all, besides on the phone call. And that was just, like, kind of a funny scene. But I'm glad she's here. I like that. Here we see Eli and Dimitri hugging it out. Maybe he got into MIT. That's probably what's going to happen. They're going to go to MIT together. That's what they found out. And they're hugging each other, best bros, hugging each other here. But yeah, I really like Eli's hair here. This might be the best Hawk hair. I like the shade of blue. Binary Bros. All right, and then here's another new shot of Johnny in a white button up and Miguel and Robbie. Um, I think this is when the baby's born. If I had to guess. Um, they're hugging each other. Very sweet, emotional scene. It looks like it's gonna be, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. You can't really tell because of this whole snake skin filter, but I'm pretty sure this is when Carmen gives birth to the baby or after, and they're in the hospital. So that's gonna be a pretty cool emotional scene. Here's a little flashback of Kreese, and here we hear Daniel and Johnny say Cobra Kai never dies. So the fact that Daniel said Cobra Kai never dies is like kind of implying that Daniel. I mean, here's the theory. Here's the theory. Kreese is messed up in his head right now. We saw that look when Quan died. He looked pretty upset. It was his own student and it was his own weapon. Kreese is going to take a lot of blame for that. So I think he's this will be like Kreese's pushing point, pushing for his redemption. That he's gonna give Cobra Kai to Johnny, and then Daniel's gonna end up joining Cobra Kai. All the kids are gonna join Cobra Kai. I'm not sure how they're gonna convince Daniel. I think maybe the Miyagi part might play a factor into it. But that also has got to make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, in this we hear Daniel and Johnny saying Cobra Kai never dies, which was pretty crazy hearing Daniel say that. Um, but that was awesome. That was pretty awesome. And then it cuts to somebody in the classic Cobra Kai gi walking. This is Cobra Kai's going to be, it seems it's going to start and end with Cobra Kai, Johnny's Cobra Kai, which is, if it's done right, I'm on board for it. But I'm not a huge fan of the whole it starts with, it ends with. No, that's just not how it works all the time. It can work, but I think that's what they're doing here, and I think they're gonna make it work. Final episodes. Here's our first shot of Tori at the Saikai Taikai in the valley. I'm pretty sure she's fighting like by herself, like she's unaffiliated, because I highly doubt after what happened with Quan, Kim's gonna care about this anymore. I mean, Kim saw Quan as like her son, pretty much. So I don't think she's gonna really care. She has other stuff to worry about. She's got her grandfather stuff she got to worry about. She's got her dojo to worry about. She's got Quan's stuff to worry about. I think she's not gonna care about the tournament. And Kreese might not even care at this point. Kreese might be there, but I think Tori might be fighting on her own here. Obviously, we don't see anyone in the Cobra Kai gi around her. We don't see Kim, Kreese, which doesn't mean anything. They could just not be in the shot. But when I saw this, I immediately thought she's fighting on her own, like how Robbie did in season 1 when he entered the tournament, unaffiliated. And she's already in the semis, so she doesn't really need the whole team. Because it's just her at this point. Quan's dead. And Tori wants the win. Like Tori's made it clear she wants the win, if no matter who's on her team. Like she wants the win for her. So I think it's gonna start out where she's fighting by herself, unaffiliated, and then the whole merger will happen with, Miyagi-Do joins Cobra Kai, and Tori and probably Miguel are going to be the captains, and I'll get to why Miguel will be the captain in this next shot. But yeah, I don't see Cobra Kai anywhere, so I'm pretty sure Tori's fighting by herself. And it's so weird. It's really weird that this tournament's still happening, but it's even weirder that, all the other dojos are here. I mean, there was a whole brawl where everyone was just beating up everyone, and they're still invited back. Like, I don't know. I heard a theory that I think could work, that it's the next Saikai Taikai, the one in 2 years. That would be a pretty big time jump. But I think that might be interesting if they do that. Because they might need to train. Miyagi-Do might need to train for Axel. But I don't think they'll do a 2-year gap. Maybe it'll be a few months later where they restart it. I think it'd be a little insensitive to start it up right away. And the fact that it's in the valley, it's going to take some time to get people down there. to the Valley from Barcelona, um, or wherever these other teams are from. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Tori's fighting alone here. That's my theory. Anyway, let's move on. I love this shot. I really like this shot. Here we see Robbie getting ready to fight Axel again. The rematch. We see him in front of Johnny and Daniel. I really like this. I like the way it's shot, where he's right in the middle of them. Like he's both their proteges. Um, I don't know. I really like the shot. And then it cuts to another kick Robbie lands on Axel. I'm pretty sure it's different than, yeah, it is different than the one we see in the Inside the Dojo, um, what do we call that series or whatever, the clip, um, where Robbie lands a kick. So Robbie's kicking, he's doing a lot better than his first time against Axel. Like he's landing shit on him. The obvious theory that I think is going to happen is Silver wants them embarrassed on national television. He wants the win, but I think more Silver wants, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai, but Miyagi-Do to be, embarrassed on national TV. That's what he said to Wolf. That's what he wanted in Karate Kid 3. To embarrass Daniel, and that's what he wants in this season, but on national TV. So I think he's gonna tell Axel to break Robbie's leg, maybe Robbie's arm, or something in Robbie. He's gonna hurt Robbie bad so that Robbie can't keep fighting. Which is why this is why then Cobra Kai joins up with, or Miyagi-Do joins up with Cobra Kai, because then they'll have a male and female with Miguel and Tori. I don't really know what's gonna happen with Sam. I heard some people saying maybe she'll drop out. It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know why she'd drop out. Like, she wants to win too. She hasn't really gotten the win yet either. But yeah, I don't know. But I do think Silver will tell Axel to break Robbie's leg, or maybe Axel just does it, without anyone telling him to do it. Maybe Wolf tells him to do it. But he's also got to make it clear that it's not like on purpose. Because then he'll get disqualified. But yeah, I think Robbie, he's gonna put up one hell of a fight. Maybe he's even beating Axel. Maybe he's even, pulling up the upset on Axel, and he's beating him, and that's why Silver's like, all right, just fight dirty, break his leg or break his arm and whatever. But yeah, I think Robbie will be putting up one hell of a fight. I mean, with this kick and the other kick we saw in the Inside the Dojo, these kicks are insane. He's not going down without a fight. Maybe he's winning, and he breaks his arm or leg. February 13th. Yes, this is the confirmed release date. I don't know why they took it off Netflix, because when part 2 first came out, it said part 3 is coming out February 13th. Then they took it off, and everyone thought, including me, that they were going to change it, move it up a little bit. But nope, it's still February 13th. And I think they did that just so they could have this whole little date announcement. I don't know why it was originally on Netflix then. But February 13th, yeah, it's a good day. It's just like nothing big comes out in February, Like, I really wish they stuck with the New Year's date every year. Like, I really loved when season 3 came out January 1st, and then season 4 came out December 31st of that December. I thought that was really cool when they did that, and I wish they kind of kept doing that. But February 13th, yeah, it's a good date. I don't really care what date it is. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Yeah, and then it ends with this snake. So, they're just going all in on Cobra Kai Dojo, man. Like, it's like Miyagi-Do had its time. Now we're back to Johnny's Cobra Kai. I mean, I guess it's fair. Johnny joined Daniel's Miyagi-Do. Now it's time for Daniel to join Miyagi-Do. Hot take. Don't want them in the same college. Sometimes best friends don't always need to be in the same college. Yeah, I agree. I honestly would like that better too if Eli and Dimitri don't end up in the same college. I think it'll show both their character growth, and obviously, like you're saying, the more realistic side, which is, best friends in high school, they don't always, stick together through college. But I think they're, just because of that shot of Eli hucking Dimitri here, I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. I don't know what else it could be, unless I'm right about this time jump. Unless I'm right, or I don't think it's gonna happen. But unless Well, you know what? Unless it is like the 2-year time jump, and it is the next Psychic guy, and he is hugging him because he hasn't seen him in a while. Dimitri's been in college, and Hulk's also maybe in a different college, and they meet up for the first time here. You know what? I think that might happen. Honestly, I just thought of that. Anyway, I was just saying like the 2-year, if it's the next Psychic guy, maybe. And there's, or even if it's just a few months, there's a time jump where Dimitri was in college and Hawk and Dimitri haven't seen each other in a while. So maybe the new hair is implying a new time jump. Um, but yeah, I agree with you. No, even before season 6 dropped, they accidentally dropped the yeah, that's what I was saying. The Netflix, I don't know why they took it up. What's up, Tristan? So anyway, this was a cool little teaser. I'm glad that they're promoting this show, even though this is a little bit. I'm glad they're promoting this. We've already pretty much got more promotion than all of part 2. Um, so I'm glad we should be like getting stuff every day, honestly. This is the last season, the last part, the last time we'll see these characters, the last build up to a season. So it should go out with a bang. It should have a ton of promotion, ton of teasers, ton of pictures, ton of fun promotions like the All Valley intros. But I like this. This is a good start. Now let's keep the train going, you know? But yeah, that was a good teaser. But let's move on to the what I think was even better. Hang on, let me pull it up here. The pictures we got. Now we got some pretty awesome pictures. I'm really happy with these pictures we got. Yeah, here we go. Let me move this. Yeah. All right. So here's the first picture we got, which is awesome. We got Johnny and Daniel doing the crane kick on the beach on a little log, which is where Daniel first practiced it. And Miyagi did it in Karate Kid 1, which is just an awesome callback. Of course, we got Daniel in his all blue. We got Johnny in his red. I really like these colors, but I really like this shot. It's just so funny always seeing Johnny doing the crane kick. Like, it just looks surreal. You know, like you saw this 40 years ago, you'd be like, what the fuck? Johnny's doing the crane kick. But nah, this is cool. Team Cobra Kai, Miguel, Tori, Hawk, Devin. I don't know about Devin. I really don't know how they're gonna do this. The Sekai Taiga rules are like really crazy. Like they just don't make sense sometimes with the roster rules. I mean, so I guess it would have to be Miguel, Tori, Hawk, Sam. Like why not Sam and Miguel, Tori, Hawk, Robbie, Sam. I mean, Robbie will be injured. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think Kenny should be in there. Like he proved himself. I just don't know how this roster spot works, if I'm being honest with you. But anyway, here we go. This is what blowing up. This is what's blowing up everywhere as it should. Like this is Cobra Kai. Like when you think of Cobra Kai, you think of Johnny and Miguel. You think of Johnny and Miguel in season 1 talking in the same spot. Sholo posted an awesome picture of the side by side of the season 1 and season 2, or season 1 and now season 6, part 3, where it's pretty much the same picture of Miguel and Johnny both sitting outside on the sidewalk outside of the old Cobra Kai dojo, Johnny's Cobra Kai dojo. It's the same spot. It's the same, like mini mart place. It's a space for lease. I guess no one bought the Cobra Kai dojo yet, so maybe Johnny's taking it back. He's running his own dojo again. I bet this is when Johnny tells Miguel he's going to be captain. And I bet this moment's going to be so sweet. It's going to be so like nostalgic, just season 1 vibes, just from this picture. It's just season 1 vibes. Like it's literally the same exact spot. Like that is awesome. I'm so glad they posted this. Like it's like this season they should be going back to focusing on like the OG characters, the season 1 Johnny, Daniel, Miguel, Sam, Robbie, and then of course you sprinkle in the more impactful characters like Tori, Silver, Kreese. Like this is awesome. This is one of my favorite pictures I think they've ever put out for the show, because it's so nostalgic, and like it really makes you feel like this is the end. Like it's really coming full circle. We're getting that Johnny Daniel hug. Yeah. This scene, I'm excited to see this though. Like I just love everything about this picture. The side by side, is it? Yeah, Sholo. Here, let me pull that up. Sholo posted this, which is actually it's a little emotional. A little emotional seeing these two. Like this is awesome. I absolutely love this. But anyway, I'll stop glazing the shot. Um, let's move on. Here we see, of course, Chosen, Sam, Daniel, Robbie, Johnny, still in the Miyagi-Dos. We see Daniel, we see Dimitri behind him. We see Miguel behind him. I'm assuming Hawk and Devin and Kenny are there. But yeah, this is another sick shot. The three senseis, the two captains, right before I guess the merger happens with Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Yeah, it's a cool shot. I like it. Not much to say here. Wait, is there something on Chosen's? Why does Chosen belt like have like paint on it? Hope that's paint. Chosen belt's a little messed up. Here we go. This is you know me. I love me some Terry Silver. This is such a sick shot. Yo, what's up, Boxies? How you doing? Yeah, this is the All Valley Sports Arena, which I think this man has something to do with it. Terry Silver. I think the brawl. I still feel like the brawl. He had just something to do with it. Like I feel like either the drug test was like fake and Silver had something to do with that, or he told the Russian sensei to start this brawl and you paid him off just so they could get it out of Barcelona and somehow move it to wherever Silver wants. Obviously, I think he's funding this tournament a little bit. But yeah, I think it's Silver who's bringing them back to the Valley just because like he wants to embarrass Miyagi-Do on national TV, but he also wants to embarrass them on maybe their home turf, which is the Valley. It's got to make a whole lot of sense for me. But this shot is sick. Like these are the bad guys of Cobra Kai. I don't think Axel's that bad of a guy. I think he's a little bit misunderstood. But Silver and Wolf, look at Silver's drip. His drip is always crazy, but I love the gray, how it matches the Iron Dragons geese. We got Zara, Axel in the front. I think Tori's gonna beat Zara. That will be like I think the final fight. I think she kind of teased it in part two where she was like, I want to take a picture of you on the mat with all your teeth on the floor." I think that might actually happen. I think Tori might go full beast mode on Zara. Or Sam, but I think it's gonna be Tori because they kind of set up that rivalry already. But yeah, this shot is sick. I love seeing Silver and Sensei Wolf. And I wonder who brought up the idea of them doing. Yeah, pretty sure it had to be Silver. Like, why would it be in the Valley? I feel like there should be reasons as to why Miguel's captain probably has to do with Robbie being injured. I would do Miguel versus Hawk winner. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't know if they'll have enough time to do the Miguel versus Hawk fight. There's a lot going on. But I agree with you. I do think they should do that just so Hawk does have something to do. Like, he hasn't had something to do in forever. But I would like that. But I don't think they have enough time to do that. I think they're just going to be like the obvious next pick for male captain is Miguel, and they're just going to give it to him. But I don't think they're going to do the whole fight or whatever. But I would like that just because we can say Hawk has something to do this season because he's probably not going to fight in this tournament. Do you think if part 3 is a banger, then season 6 will be the best in the series? If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I don't mean this in a bad way, just because I love every season of the show, like I really do. But my least favorite right now is probably season 6, what we gotten so far, and I have a lot of reasons. I won't go into all that. I still really like it. Like I had such a fun time watching. I rewatch it. It's like every season. It's very rewatchable. But part 1 is just really weak, I think, and there's some stuff in part 2 I think it's a little dumb. But with all that being said, I love it. But it's just right now, it's my least favorite. And it's not bad. It's not I don't want to say it's the worst. It's just my least favorite. And just because I love the first one so much. But if season 6 does go out with like a perfect bang, then maybe it will move up a little bit. Um, but there's a lot. It's I don't know, man. It's gonna be there's a lot of things to wrap up right now, and I hope these episodes are long. I hope there's long episodes this season because they're pretty short in part 2. Like we need some long episodes. I hope the finale is like over an hour. Here we see Robbie fighting Axel. We see Dimitri, Miguel, Sam in the background. I'm pretty sure that'd be Hawk, or Kenny. But yeah, that's a 6 shot of Robbie. And then here's the shot. I think it's the same shot that was in the teaser of Tori Nichols, which, like I said, I think she is fighting alone, unaffiliated. Johnny is 100% bringing back Cobra Kai. I think the scene with him and Miguel at the old dojo is them discussing bringing it back. Yeah, I do think that could be what they're discussing, or I think it could be, Johnny telling Miguel he's now going to be captain. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Cobra Kai will be the main dojo in part 3. Daniel, they're all going to meet up with him. Yeah. The reason I think Sam will forfeit in the tournament is because she believes Tori deserves it more because she hasn't had a proper win. But then I get what you're saying, but you could say the same exact thing for Sam. Sam should have won the All Valley. She really did win, but it was rigged. So I think Tori's gone through a lot, no doubt. And she definitely needs a win in a way. But I think so does Sam. And people, like, they don't really care about, a lot of these fans don't care about Sam, but, like, she deserves a win. First of all, she's Daniel LaRusso's daughter. She's the Karate Kid's daughter. And the fact that she hasn't won a tournament yet is kind of ridiculous. And I think her just forfeiting is really, I don't think that's the best way to do it. I think you got to give Sam a lot to do. Now, she could forfeit and then do something else. I don't know what that would be that could make up for her forfeiting, but I don't know. I think Tori and Sam, there's plenty of reasons for why they should both win. But in my opinion, I think they should stick with Sam. I think they both deserve it. I don't want to say one deserves it more than the other. I would just go with Sam. Yeah. Part 3 shouldn't have 30 minutes episodes, especially hopefully 45-minute eps, and the last episode over an hour would be perfect. That would be amazing. I hope they do that. These stills and clips are probably mostly from, yeah, I agree. I don't think there's anything from the finale or even the penultimate episode. Part 3 going to be rushed. The creators done work hard. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be rushed. I don't think it's going to be rushed, but they did work hard. What's up, Rodney? How you doing, bro? I agree. I think Sam believes Tori. I know I agree, but I think Sam believes Tori deserves it more than herself. Yeah, I mean, it's complicated. I hope they just don't go that route. But here we go. Here's the final picture we got, which is really interesting. Let me zoom in a little bit. We got Kreese, and I'm pretty sure that's Sensei Kim in Korea. It looks like. It just looks like scenery. Kreese got a little shiner. Pretty sure from the Silver Kreese fight, where Silver was just beating the crap out of Kreese. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be our last scene we see with Kim. I'm pretty sure her whole character is gonna be wrapped up pretty early on this season. I don't think she's gonna be in the last few. I think her character will be wrapped up maybe episode 11, maybe 12. Because like I said earlier, she's got a lot of shit she's got to deal with. Her grandfather, the whole Quan thing probably hit her hard. I think this could be Kim's send-off scene, and maybe she's the one that convinces Kreese to give Cobra Kai to Johnny. I think this is when Kreese might come up with the idea, or someone gives him the idea. Maybe Master Kim, like, I don't know, expels him from the dojo because of what happened. Because of what happened not only with Quan, but that Kreese lost to Silver. And this was all Kreese's idea, really. So I don't know. I think Kreese's redemption. Kreese is gonna be going through the ringer, which I think is going to lead to his redemption. It's all building up to it. But yeah, I think this is a really interesting shot. I think it will be Kim's final scene here. But yeah, man. Master Kim, the old one's gonna be furious. Yeah, I mean, I really hope he's not Master Kim isn't in it that much. That character is so ridiculous. It's crazy how different each part seems. It's like three completely different seasons. The writers did say that before the whole season came out. Like each part seems like its own mini season, and they definitely done a good job of doing that. Each part is like its own season, which is why I feel like when I finish ranking all the seasons, I should do it by part 1, part 2, part 3 because they just feel so different. Um, but yeah, I do like how different each feel tonally. But yeah, you're right. Even these pictures just make part 3 look totally different than part 2 and especially part 1. Do you think the way the Fist will be defeated once and for all? You mean the 5 of like the senseis that were in season 5 that were part of Sensei or Master Kim's group that Johnny took care of? I think they're done. But yeah, I don't know what's. I think the Korean Cobra Kai is done for now, at least for what we'll see. I think, like I said, Tori's gonna fight on her own until the merger. Kreese definitely will tell Johnny to get Cobra Kai. Yeah, I think Kreese is gonna give him Cobra Kai. Kim and Chosen will be the final scene. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think Chosen's gonna, if he ends up with anyone, I think he'll end up with Kimiko. I think just because they've been setting that up for a while. I think that whole flower thing with the guy with the towel is gonna be a whole misunderstanding that they'll reveal. And I think he will. I don't think he'll end up with Kim. I wouldn't mind if he ended up with Kim. I honestly really liked them together in part 2. That was one of the highlights of the season, which I did not expect at all. But I really like that. But I also think Kim and Kimiko also work really well. Because she can kind of like, calm him down, level him a little bit. Kim's like the female version of Chosen. You don't want to date someone who's just like you. What's up, Garrett? How you doing? The teaser was awesome. Yeah, I really digged it. The philosophy of the ideology of the way the Fist. I think Kreese's ideology will be dead and Silver's. But I think Johnny's Cobra Kai is here to stay. That's what it looks like because Johnny's Cobra Kai was just Eagle Fang, and that works. I'm really curious what the final fight will be because the Sekai Tekai finale I feel like won't be in the last ep or last fight. Yeah, that is interesting. I don't know if the last fight is gonna be a tournament style fight or like a street fight. I think if you want to bring it full circle to like the Karate Kid 1 and how that movie ended with a tournament win, I think that works. But also like this show is like known for its street fights, for its brawls. I don't think we're gonna get another brawl. I think that was the last big brawl was at the Sekai Taikai. But yeah, I don't know. But maybe in this first picture, what Johnny and Daniel are training for is the sensei bracket, which is something I threw out there before part 1 ever came out. Like I put that out when I remember when that first picture came out for part 1 of Johnny and Chosen fighting and Daniel like reffing. I thought that was like everyone called me crazy. I thought it was gonna be a tournament bracket they were training for, and that wasn't the case. But maybe now Johnny and Daniel are training for a sensei bracket, which I've always been on board for. I think that's awesome, because I think that is like the adults like never fight. We got that one tournament style fight with Johnny and Daniel, which I really liked, but that wasn't even official. This would be an official All Valley Sekai Taikai, not All Valley Sekai Taikai at the Valley. I think that'd be sick. You got the best around playing. You know that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be awesome. What's up, Jacob? The coach is live. The chosen one. Yeah, I called that a while back. I hope that's gonna happen because that's I totally want that to happen. Johnny versus Wolf. I don't know who else would fight, but Johnny versus Wolf would be incredible. Even though I think that Robbie will lose to Axel, at least Robbie. Yeah, like I was saying, Robbie was like in the shot we saw in both the Inside the Dojo and the one we just got. Robbie was like kicking Axel's ass. Like those kicks were insane. And I think what might happen is Robbie will be winning that fight, and Silver and Wolf maybe get a little worried that they'll get worried that Axel won't win. And then Silver or Wolf tells Axel to break Robbie's leg or something because Robbie's doing so well. Robbie's beating him. Kind of a callback to doing Cobra Karate Kid 1 when Daniel was beating Johnny in the finals and Johnny told him to sweep the leg. I think it'll really be a lot of parallels to that. So I do think Robbie will be winning against Axel before he breaks his leg. And then that's why Axel breaks his leg or his arm or whatever. And then, of course, Miguel comes in and finishes him off. Especially, that would just be another motivating factor for Miguel. Like, he just saw his brother just get his fucking leg broken by this dude who he already doesn't like. Like, that's just going to be another factor for why Miguel wants to win. So I think it'll make a lot of sense. It'll be great for both Robbie and Miguel. But they're going full circle with Miguel winning it all, I guess. I feel like Kim and Chosen are more alike than Chosen and Kimiko. The creators set this amazing couple in part 2 for a reason. I feel like it will be a waste of arc. Yeah, but I think like I said, like the best person for you isn't the person who's just like you. I think they set up the Chosen and Kimiko stuff way before Chosen and Kim. Chosen and Kimiko stuff was set up in season 5. So I do think Chosen and Kimiko will end up together. And I think they honestly are a better couple together. I think Chosen and Kim are more fun together. Like, we like seeing that because they're like the exact same character. But for Chosen's sake, I think like he needs Kim to or not Kim, Kimiko to, make him more grounded. I think that'll work well. But I like both of them together. I'd be fine if I did them. Everyone's expecting Robbie or Miguel. It's going to be Johnny. Yeah, that no one would expect that. That'd be great. I mean, it goes like full circle. Johnny gets his win. The Karate Kid ended with Johnny losing. Cobra Kai should end with Johnny winning. I mean, yeah, you're right, because like this whole show, it's about Johnny and Daniel, but it's called Cobra Kai. It's looking like it's going to end with Johnny's Cobra Kai. Give my boy the win. Like, everyone's forgetting about that. There'd be no Robbie or Miguel without Johnny or Daniel, but a Sensei finale fight with Johnny, with Kreese and Daniel in his corner, that'd be awesome. Actually, in his corner for Sensei Wolf or Silver, that would be awesome. If Kreese is in his corner there, you know what? That'd be awesome. It might be a little cheesy, but that'd be awesome. Seeing Kreese, say like, "You got this. I've always believed in you, and you don't need to fight dirty to win." Like, that would give me chills. Like, oh, I love the whole Kreese Johnny dynamic, and I hope they end on good terms, because like it has a lot of potential. But yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. If Johnny, could you imagine if Johnny finishes him with the crane kick? That'd be crazy. I don't think they're gonna do that. That'd be a little crazy. Robbie's fight will set Miguel up without Robbie. Neither of them can win. It's a 2-man job. I love it. Yeah, I think it's great. Yes, thank you for reminding me of this, Jacob. If you guys haven't already, liked the video. What's up, Adam? How you doing, bro? People get the like button smashed. Like, oh, that is a way to put it. Yes. Johnny will definitely be winning it all against Sensei Wolf. You know what? I'm all here for it. Everyone's Robbie. Everyone's Miguel. It's Tori, Sam. But nah. What about Johnny, Lawrence, Sensei bracket with Kreese and Daniel in his corner? I really like that. Whoever said that. I like the Kreese in his corner. Like, I didn't think of that. Really think about that. I'm glad that Silver's the final villain instead of Kreese. Yeah, because like Kreese has got some good in him. Silver, nah, he's done for. He's a bad guy, and he's one of my favorite characters because of this shot. Let's go back to this lovely shot. I love this shot so much. I love the season 1 vibes we're finally getting. It's gonna go back to its roots of the show. Johnny and Miguel, Robbie kicking ass. Hopefully Daniel and Sam stuff. Tori gets a good ending. Hawk and Dimitri's binary bros are together. I think we'll be eating good in part 3, and we're only getting a little taste of it so far. Let's keep this promotion running, Netflix. Come on, promote this like every day. I want something new every day. I don't care how big it is, but you owe us some marketing for what you guys did in part 2. There was nothing there. That could have done so much marketing, but you didn't do it. And now you can make up for it. Now you can redeem Netflix. It's the last part. It's the last part of Cobra Kai. It's the final part. Come on, give us a good build up to it. All right, I'll answer some questions in the chat, and then we'll end the stream. Johnny uses the crane kick. Yeah, I mean, if Johnny uses the crane kick, then I guess it's confirming it's not illegal. Um, and I guess Johnny's a little hypocrite then. All these years he was saying it's an illegal kick, and he uses it. If I'm correct, there was leaks for a breakup happening. Let's not talk about leaks. I think what you're referring to is John did go on a little Twitter Q&A. John Hurwitz, the creator, and he said something like if they even end up together, like if any of the couples end up together. He kind of teased the breakup. I don't ever think anyone's gonna break up with each other. I think the adults are fine. Miguel and Sam, I don't think there's a reason for them to break up. Robbie and Tori, maybe, but like, why? I don't think that would do anything really. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a breakup. I don't know. I hope there's not a bunch of love drama this part. Like, we got a lot of stuff to do. I don't think there's gonna be a breakup. Maybe Yasmin and Dimitri, but I don't. I'm not too upset about that. If Johnny does the crane kick to Sensei Wolf, it would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be pretty cool. Like, you just bring it full circle then. Yeah, Netflix, do your job. To be honest, I do think Kreese is solely responsible for Taylor. Oh, 100%. Kreese, this is why, like, I think Kreese should die. I think Kreese has done so much damage that him just giving Johnny back Cobra Kai is not enough redemption. Like you're saying, he's the reason all this shit is happening. He brought the demon out of Silver. Like, he was saying all this stuff about Vietnam. He brought it out of Silver. Silver was a normal guy. Silver was the best sensei when he was level-headed, like in season 4 and even season 5 a little bit. But Kreese brought that evil out of him. That's why I think like Kreese deserves he does a full redemption from just giving Johnny back to JoJo's not enough. Like, I think he's got to die. I think it's basic and it's cheesy and it's been done before, but I think it makes sense. You got to have Kreese die saving Johnny. I think that, like, it's so repetitive. It's not that creative, but like, I think it makes a lot of sense for Kreese's character story arc and Johnny's also. Show how much Kreese actually cared for Johnny, and also like I think that's how he redeems him. Just giving him back the dojo, it's not enough. Like, you've done so much damage this season, but every season we got to have a bigger redemption, I think, for Kreese. But I don't think they're gonna kill both Kreese and Silver. I think one of them will make it out, and I think both of them could die maybe, but I think one of them will make it out. Johnny taking back Cobra Kai makes sense narratively, but I feel the dojo is too ingrained to the way the fist to the degree it's part of its identity, especially post season 2. Yeah, no, I'm 100% on board with that. I think, someone just died wearing a Cobra Kai gi. Season 5 was all about getting Cobra Kai out of the valley. The regular person in the valley doesn't know who's running it, and they don't care who's running it. They'll see Cobra Kai. They'll think of the kid who just died on international TV. They'll think of Terry Silver, who corrupted all these kids. They don't care who's running it. Like, that's what also has got to make a lot of sense. Like, this Cobra Kai's name has a lot of dirt on it now, especially after part 2. Like, Johnny taking it back and nobody really cares. Like, that's a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit unrealistic, I think. They might explain it. Might be a little time jump. But yeah, I don't know. I'm 100% on board with that, though. I agree. If they're endgame, oh god. Well, Sekai Taiga will use different rules in the All Valley, so anything may be game. You're right. Sekai Taiga, there aren't really a lot of rules. Robbie and Tori are the perfect endgame. I hope not. Yeah, I like Robbie and Tori together. What's up, Cobra Kai World? How you doing, bro? Lasagna season 8 coming soon. Nope, we're done. Basically, Kreese doesn't deserve to live. I don't think so. For me, if Kreese dies and Cobra Kai is dead for good, well, no, because I think Johnny's Cobra Kai is so different from Kreese's Cobra Kai that it's Kreese's version's dead, but not Johnny's. For Silver, literally a good sensei in season 4 before he beat up Stingray, and I think people forget that. Yeah, even in season 5. In season 5, he literally just told Daniel to back off and he'll mind his own business. He's going to keep running his dojo, but like, he won't torture your kids. He won't torture you. Just back off. And Daniel just kept, getting in his way. and Silver then attacked back. Silver wasn't doing anything wrong at that point. Daniel doesn't like his ideology. He doesn't like his philosophy. He doesn't like what he's teaching the kids. But I even think what he was teaching the kids at that point wasn't bad. I think the advice he gave to Kenny and what was it, 7, where he was fighting Kyler, I think that was really good advice. Like, Silver was a good sensei. And he was a good guy until like all these demons were brought up, and now he's totally evil. He doesn't give a shit, and he wants to bring them all down, whatever that means. I mean, Thomas confirmed Silver's dying. I mean, in that interview, he said Silver is dying, which I think is the illness thing that they kind of scrapped, but I think they're bringing it back. I feel like, first of all, he could be trolling, because I don't know why he would say that. Second of all, it could be an alternative ending, which he doesn't know which one they're going to use. And 3, I don't know. I don't know why he would say that. Like, that's a big spoiler if it is true. But I don't believe it till I see it. Even with all these leaks, I don't believe them until I watch it. Maybe he just uses Cobra Kai to have a better chance of winning to take down Silver, and then you should shut it down. Then I think that would make sense. But it's also like, why would people root for them in the tournament? No more Cobra Kai rep. It's damaged beyond repair at this point. Yeah, they got to do a lot of convincing. No, that Stingray and Johnny scene wasn't just a coincidence. It was foreshadowing the part 3. Yeah. At first, I was like, what's the point of the scene? I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of sweet for Stingray to say all this, but like, what's the point of it? And now it's the point. That was a pretty good setup. Cobra Kai never dies. They didn't specify which version of Cobra Kai, so that's a fair point. Yeah. I was agreeing with Silver for the most part of season 4 and a bit of season 5. Yeah, Silver's he was a good dude. Not gonna lie. Daniel kept getting in his way, and he attacked back. Well, at this point, Johnny just wants nothing to do with Cobra Kai. That's why he's agreed to enter as Miyagi, though. Yeah. So, like, I don't know how they're gonna do this. I hope it's not just it happens. Like, there's got to be some moral conflict. To be honest, Silver made Tori Breaker. Well, yeah, that's where I think Silver then was just way past his limit. What was that? Episode 8, episode 9, episode 9, I think. That was when Silver was just totally bad guy. I think Miguel will win the Saikai Taikai by avenging Robbie. Yep, pretty sure it's gonna happen. Iron Dragon winning. That honestly, who knows? They could throw us all off and freaking Axel wins, but I don't think so. The Cobra Kai name is tarnished and disgraced. A teenager literally died in a Cobra Kai gi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How are you going to convince me that they're going to want Cobra Kai back? That clip of Robbie, Johnny, Miguel in the teaser. I agree. I think that is when the baby's born. Let me get that up again. Can I pause it on Netflix? Oh yeah, I can. Great. But yeah, I really like this teaser. I like the snake skin. I like all that. And look at that. They showed Daniel from Karate Kid Part 3 when he was in Cobra Kai. Like, that's not a coincidence. Let me go back to that. They were showing all these bunch of scenes from the previous movies and seasons. And then they show Daniel in the scene. They could have picked any young Daniel scene, but they picked the one where he's in Cobra Kai from Part 3 season, from the 3rd movie. But yeah, I really liked how they did this. I'm gonna show my boy Eli doing something. Yeah, here's Hawkins there, Dimitri and him hugging it out. Yeah, this shot, Robbie's on the other side too. I'm pretty sure this isn't when the baby's born. Miyagi-Do winning is disrespected Cobra Kai legacy. I don't think so. You think any characters from previous seasons return, or will we get Julie? I think we'll get a little quick cameo, Julie. I think they're gonna end up doing like the ceremony, like honoring Mr. Miyagi. I've said this before, and she'll like show up. Or maybe if they want to have a bigger role, she'll know the answer to what's Daniel's looking for, like what really happened with Mr. Miyagi. Somehow she'll know. If they go down that route. But yeah, I still think she'll come back. It might be quick, but I think she'll come back. Anyone else? I think it would be cool if the Johnny's friends come back, like Bobby. If he comes back, maybe at the All Valley. If Allie comes, that'd be cool. But I don't think they need to bring Allie back. I think her conclusion was really well done. You don't want to, keep bringing her back. But it would be cool though. It was in the Korean Cobra Kai gi, not the American, and now was on Kreese, so they need to do something to make it convincing. Yeah, yeah. It's just the Cobra Kai name. Like the average person's not gonna know the difference. um, what would you call a good ending? A good ending. I mean, if every character gets a proper send off where you feel happy with how they ended, but also it comes full circle to the movies. It respects the movies. It doesn't go like it doesn't jump the shark. It doesn't do something totally crazy. Just like kind of a safe ending. You can have some twists, but nothing too crazy. Also, I saw that scene and Miguel was wearing like a birth apron. That's what made me think it was the birth. Yeah, no, I agree. I think this is when the baby's born. I wonder if the image of Miguel and Johnny is him talking about bringing back Cobra Kai. And Miguel agrees. Yeah, I think it's also just Johnny telling Miguel he's gonna be captain. If you remember in season 1, episode 1, when Johnny's watching Iron Eagle, there's a line which could be foreshadowing. Take back what they took from you. That would be crazy if that is what they were setting up all the way back in season 1. If they've always had this plan, that would be crazy. Maybe that'd be awesome. Not to mention a Cobra Kai student was willing to kill someone without a second thought. Yeah, he's the one that brought in the knife. The sensei brought in the knife, and the student picked it up. I think Johnny could name the baby Laura after his mom. Yeah, I think that's I think he will do that actually. Yes, as long as it's not leaks, you can send it to me. Send it to me soon, and I'll do it because we're about to end the stream in like 8 minutes. So get your last few questions and thoughts in. I don't know why, but I feel like Silver's gonna do something crazy stuff if Iron Dragons lose, like another jump the shark. What could top the brawl? Well, I've been hearing this ridiculous theory going around, which I absolutely hate, which I pray is not real because I think it's the definition of jumping the shark. And this is just a theory. This is not a leak or anything. This is just what people are saying. But they're saying like Silver will bomb the All Valley. Absolutely ridiculous. Hang on. She's wearing the classic Cobra Kai gi in the second pose. That's what I got sent. Honestly, I think it's just the robe that they probably give everyone like behind the scenes. I don't think it's on set, like on when they're filming. I think it's just like behind the scenes robe they probably give to everyone. I wonder if the cameras caught Kreese dropping it and then his name is tarnished. I mean, everyone knows he brought out the knife. He was fucking waving that shit around the whole tournament. So, yeah, everyone knows it was his. Stingray joining in the ending scene and telling Johnny, I knew you would come to your senses. Yeah, I think Stingray will come back now. I thought that was going to be Stingray's last scene in episode 1, but I think they're just because Johnny's going to get back Cobra Kai now. I think that Stingray might, he'll be at the tournament, I think. Laura Lawrence Diaz has a nice ring to it. Yeah, I do like that. But yeah, Silver, I hate that theory going around that Silver's going to bomb the tournament. That is so ridiculous. I mean, not that saying that everyone will get killed. It's just a plan, but even that plan is just so over the top and dumb. And, upon many rewatches, I noticed that Axel is the only Iron Dragon shown reacting to Quan's death. Yeah, we don't see Zara. I mean, we see Silver. We don't see Wolf's reaction. Yeah, maybe it does, hit. Maybe Axel is like a little bit of a messed up in his head right now because he's like, I could have died, and maybe that makes him not fight as well. And his senseis, they're not going to care what he's feeling. They're just going to like win. I also think for the question if who will come back watch the tournament, I think Mike Barnes will be there too. Also, I'm surprised Kim cares more about Tori than Kreese. I really like how they built that relationship. I really liked Kim in part 2. I think those were I didn't care about her character really before, but part 2, I really liked her. They did a good job writing her. Amanda about to put Daniel on the couch saying, I told you karate's bad for the kids. Yeah, and then he's going to be in the Karate Kid movie. He's leaving her and just going to wherever that movie takes place. Amanda's not going to be too happy. It turns out it wasn't his karate swan song. It's crazy to see Axel and Silver are the same height. Yeah, I mean, they're both freaking huge guys. Like they're huge. I would like to see that fight. Axel versus Silver be a sick fight. Imagine Axel like as an adult too. He might be the best fighter out of all of them. Now they showed Robbie, Miguel, and Sam and Tori's reaction. Yeah, they showed Johnny too, Daniel, of course. You can see like Hawk and Dimitri in the background. I don't think they showed Yoons. That would have been a cool reaction. I like how they went back to the red mats in the All Valley place, so it's the Sands. Yeah, you know there's gonna be so many references to the movie. I think also who might come back, Vidal, who was one of the opponents or fighters in the All Valley and Karate Kid 1, and he also the actor was the one who created the crane kick. I'm pretty sure. So they might bring Vidal back. There's gonna be a ton of I think like cool cameos. I think this season. Daniel's mom will probably be there. Who else? I think Robbie's mom will probably be there. Speaking of the movie, Mr. Han and Jackie Chan. Yeah, Robbie mentioned Jackie Chan in season 1, and now Mr. Han, who's played by Jackie Chan, is in it. So maybe they'll do a throwaway line in the movie. I doubt it. I doubt the writers of the Karate Kid movie didn't really pay attention to that line. Since Daniel was the only adult who checked up on Quan and generally looked traumatized, I feel like he's going under emotional turmoil. Hope not, because I'm tired of seeing Daniel's dad or distracted all the time. I agree. I think that might play into. I think it's more the Miyagi stuff that he learned about really just fucked him up, and why he's going to join Cobra Kai. But yeah, the Quan thing, I think that will also like be in his head a little bit, because especially he just learned that Mr. Miyagi killed someone, and now he just saw someone die in the tournament. Like it's all like a lot. And I think that shot we got in the inside the dojo where we see Daniel fighting all those skeletons, like that's gonna be a dream sequence. But I think he'll see Quan. Someone said that like one of the skeletons will take off their mask and it's Quan. I really like that theory. I'm also glad they confirmed that part 3 comes out on February 13th. Yeah, I'm glad we finally got a confirmation. I wish it was like New Year's though. I think that's such a good date. Also, that image of Kreese in Korea, I think Master Kim hurts Kreese. Yeah, I can't. That's a good point. I don't know if the shiner he has is from when he fought Silver, because I don't think it was there when he fought Silver, or is it from something new, like Master Kim? We know we will see Master Kim's reaction to Quan death. Yeah, and after that, let's wrap that character up. Ugh. It's Sony. They don't even pay attention to their own universe. Never mind the Karate Kid. Of course not. I laughed a lot when Gunther knocked out. I was like, I like Gunther. He's a good side character. I'm glad he got a little bit of revenge on the Russian dude. All right, guys, 2 more minutes. Get your last few questions, and then we'll wrap it up. Do you think Miguel will enter some sort of flow state, Ultra Instinct, basically, and he will utterly obliterate Axel, not just defeating him, but obliterating him? I mean, no, I just don't think that's the type of fighter Miguel is. I think he's capable of doing that, but I think he's a way more balanced fighter, where he's not going to go like crazy on him. He'll use a mixture of offense. He'll use some defense. He'll use his own style. Johnny Daniel, Kreese, Silver never taught him, but Kreese, Johnny Daniel, everything he's learned, he'll use it. I heard we might be getting a Kenny Devin as a couple. Yeah, I feel like they're setting up a little love triangle with Anthony, Kenny, and Devin, which I hope we don't get into. But I think one of them will end up with Devin. I'm excited to see Miguel and Axel's rivalry in part 3. Yeah, that's gonna be one hell of a fight. No, this is just what I was talking about. I hate that theory. I need a Miguel Silver scene where Silver's bribing him to pay for his college. They've never had a one-on-one scene. Yeah, that is true. Silver's never had a one-on-one scene with Miguel. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I think Silver just is more focused on tournament at this point. I hope there's no sequel or trilogy after Karate Kid Legends. Sony will definitely overdo the multiverse stuff. I won't be surprised if they make the Karate Kid cartoon canon. They honestly could, yeah. Hope that canon's like that cartoon's ridiculous. But we know Sony. They're money hungry. If this movie does well, you can bet your ass there's gonna be a whole trilogy. Spin-offs, I agree. I don't think we need any spin-offs to the show even. I know a lot of people don't want the show to end, but like let's end it on a high note. Let's end it and let it be. I don't think there's a lot of spinoffs besides a Miyagi prequel, which isn't really a spinoff. That works. What do you think Johnny would call TikTok? Yeah, like TikTok. Yeah, they might do a TikTok too. What is this? The Power Rangers? Yeah. Are we gonna see more of Axel? Yeah, definitely. We'll see them brawl it out, fight it out. I need to see if Miguel and Zara have a little. I don't know why people ship Miguel and Zara together. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna close it up here. Thank you guys all for joining on. These pictures were sick. The teaser was sick. There's a lot to discuss. We discussed it all in an hour. Thank all of you guys for joining. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to like the video. It means a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments all your guys' theories. I love reading all of them. Don't talk about leaks though. We don't want to ruin any leaks. But let's shout some people out. Rodney, thanks for coming on. Dark Chosen, Rogue Warrior, Adam, my man, thanks for coming on. Israel Cook, AB, Ella Bella, Hamid, Lasagna, Jack, Cobra Kai World, Boxius, thank you for coming on, dude. Garrett, Jacob was in here earlier. If I'm forgetting anyone, sorry. Thank you guys all for coming on. Yeah. I'll be streaming a lot now. We got a lot of news, not just Cobra Kai, but a lot of movie news, a lot of everything. We'll be streaming a lot, doing a lot of videos. Yeah, thank you guys all for coming on. This was fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.